You're welcome back. We're still reviewing Nigeria versus Argentina. Austin, let's talk about, it's happened now. It's over. It's time to move on. You listen to the coach, General, talking about how this team is a young side and they will get better and they will be better placed to perform a lot better 4 years' time in Qatar.
Yeah, he's been saying that that the team is not ready, but I love the fact that it's a young team. I also believe it's a promising team, but you know the problem is how can we keep them together? How can we ensure continuity? Because in Nigeria, when you don't win, it's a problem. Everybody will start saying, "Oh, what's the coach doing? Why is this happening?" and all of that. Persons won't understand that it's a process and sometimes it takes a very long time. Football is 100% teamwork. That was what the Argentina are doing for them. This is Argentina. They kept saying to themselves that, look, we are a footballing country. Uge Sampoli told us at the press conference that their World Cup will start with Nigeria.
Yes, it did.
They need to just play. Yeah, he said they need to just play 5 matches and they will be winning the World Cup.
Final.
Yeah, you know, so see, that's the mentality, because over the years they've done things, they've had structures that has made them a respectable footballing country, and that's what Ghana Raw has been trying to say. I pray that they will look at the means to continue with the coach. Let's assess him again at the 2019 AFCON. Because when AFCON is done, you know, you have 3 more years to the next World Cup. Tyrone Eboué is very young. Alex Iwobi is young. Wilfred Ndidi is young.
Right.
It's a young side, you know.
Core.
So let's see what these guys can give in 4 years' time. But they need a little bit of experience. They need leadership. From Mikel's body language, I'm thinking he might just be calling it quits with the national team because he's so tired. But he also commended the Nigerian Football Federation and all of the progress that has been made in terms of players' welfare. He talked, and it was very emotional that this happened the way it did. But then again, Tayo, we need to go back home. Some countries didn't qualify. Some countries that have done better things for their football. Italy isn't here. Holland isn't here, you know, but they are not, you know, living with the pain. They are saying, what's the way forward? And that's what we should be thinking too, that we've come to the World Cup and 2 sides, arguably better footballing countries, Argentina and Croatia. What do you expect? What else can we do? So we go back now and we get to work. Because when this happened in 2014, I thought, okay, we made it to the round of 16 in Russia. We'll also make it to round of 16. That hasn't happened. So we need to start preparing for 2022. That's how to aspire. That's how to plan, you know, and hopefully, yeah, all of these young stars will come together and make our football shine again.
Austin, thank you very much for joining us on the show. This one, we'll let you go now so you can try and catch up and get reactions from the players the morning after that disappointing loss to Argentina. Thank you very much, Austin.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Let's go back to Coyote. I mean, we run the poll on the social media platform, channels_sports. I just wanted to know, like, the overall, you know, how do you rate the Super Eagles' performance at the World Cup? And interestingly, 68% of the responders, 68% chose satisfactory, and 32 chose poor. Are you, well, where do you fall amongst those two? Satisfactory,
I'll rate
poor?
it average, say 50%.
Okay.
And the reason being that our game management, we need to work on that. Against Croatia, we were a bit cautious, tentative, and we just couldn't get into full swing. The momentum was a bit slow. Croatia were not particularly stellar in that game.
No, they weren't.
And I felt we didn't take the game to them as we should have. We had the ability, but we didn't unleash potentials against Croatia. Against Iceland, the first half was quite forgettable, and we turned the game around in the second half. If the second half weakness against Iceland was what we did against Argentina yesterday, maybe the outcome would have been otherwise in Nigeria's favor. But overall, I felt we didn't do too well, neither did we do badly either. And to just angle the balance, I would say 50% which could have been better, and with the potential we have to improve in subsequent competitions like the AFCON in 2019, if we do get to qualify, and preparation for Qatar 2022, it means the team has that ability to go far.
Finally, I mean, before we end this one, is this our worst outing at the World Cup? Will you classify it as that?
No.
No.
Okay, it's not.
No.
Okay.
2010.
2010 was also
2010.
worse
Worse than this. Okay. All right, Lagos fans, I mean, we're really happy in having to stay all the night at the stadium, you know, watching the game. Let's hear from them.
There must be a winner at every game, and we played very well, but we're unfortunate we didn't get the results. So I tell the boys they did very well, playing one of the best teams in the world, one of the best striker, the best striker in the world, and we did so well. Fantastic game, but it could have been better for us. Overall, we did very well. Where are we coming from? Our local league, what is it worth? You understand me? We are very ambitious people. Our local league, what is it worth to that of Argentina? So the boys did very well. We'll be better, we're more organized, and next we go to Nations Cup in January, and we'll do better.
To me, this game, I don't think we deserve to lose this match. But to Genetro, what he did for us here today is very bad. I thought at this 9 minutes, could have given us a good defender so that we could prevent the goal from that 1-1 to the 90 minutes. But unfortunately, Ola Idowu or whatever, he's tired. I thought he could just take him out of the field and put Ebushi there. So unfortunately, we lost the match. I'm very painful. Very, very painful.
Our boys, I think they came to play draw, and that thing affected their playing pattern. This man, Igalo, he missed a very golden opportunity, and the goalkeeping is not too. Our boys are not too. They are not matured. They are not strong. You can't compare them to USA 94 team. There's no maturity there. But I single out Leon Balogun. He played a very good game. Michael Obi, the captain. But in fact, they gave the match away to Argentina because they were playing for they were playing for draw. And Adrian Igalo saw a beautiful chance. He threw it away.
It's bad for Africa, and it's not too good for Nigeria, because we can see the part that FIFA had to introduce VAR, and that VAR now, you understand me, is against Nigeria, because this is the first time in which they will call a referee back, you understand me, while the match is going on from the VAR perspective, and at the end of the day, they make a decision that bring the whole of Africa down. You understand me? That penalty is a clear penalty, and I see no reason why that referee will not give it. I'm not in support of that VAR because I've been having issue with it right from the time in which they introduced it. The referee should be the final arbiter of a football match. Bringing an independent assessor, you understand me, to look into a game that is being played, because football is all about your emotion and your passion. So when you get a decision like this, you understand me, that they give against Nigeria, it doesn't make football, to understand me, to be what it is.
Yes, that Nigerian fan there, not impressed at all with the VAR, and is calling on FIFA to do something about it. Nigeria, they're coming back home. Iceland will be coming back home as well, to the smallest nation to qualify for the World Cup. They went there, they didn't conquer by any means, but the fans are still delighted with the team's performance. Right, the Icelanders definitely had a lot of fun at the World Cup in Russia. Action will continue today, even though Nigeria is at home. The competition continues on. In Group E, we get to see some very interesting matchups. Brazil, Serbia, you also have Switzerland and Costa Rica will be aiming to qualify for the round of 16. Serbia will take on Brazil. That's a very interesting one. Brazil need just a draw to advance into the round of 16, while Serbia must win to have a realistic chance of progressing. While for Switzerland and Costa Rica, Switzerland need just a draw to qualify for the round of 16, while Costa Rica, they're going home regardless of whatever the outcome of that one. Well, in Group F, this is the one that is likely to be dramatic, because all four teams still have a chance of advancing into the round of 16. Mexico versus Sweden, then South Korea versus Germany. We saw what Germany did in that last game. They needed that one
They got
Tony
it.
Cruz, right, getting that winner for them against Sweden. Now they go up against South Korea. You think they should get the job done?
Well, in Group F, 3 out of the 4 teams have the chance to qualify. Should Sweden beat Mexico and Germany get victory over South Korea, they would all be on 6 points. So it means goal difference would have to determine a whole lot. The permutations, well, I felt the Germans left it too late, and the strength and depth. We saw the combo between Marco Reus and Toni Kroos, which brought about that winning goal at the nick of time when they won against Sweden by 2 goals to 1. But I feel Germany, come what may, will still get to qualify, and Mexico might just edge it over Sweden by avoiding defeat today, which means that, in my opinion, Germany and Mexico to make it away from Group F. And in Group E, for Brazil, they've been lackluster, listless in their last showing against Costa Rica. They scored 2 late goals, Felipe Coutinho and Neymar Jr. Now against Serbia, who feel outdone by in their last game against Switzerland, they feel they have what it takes to get one over Brazil. But, you know, at games like this, the big teams know how to turn up massively. I still expect Brazil to do the needful to get to qualify from this group, come what may, and Switzerland to be the other team to join them eventually.
So Brazil and Switzerland to advance from Group E, while in Group F, it's going to be Mexico and Germany, according to Kayode. We'll see how that one pans out later on. You want to take some tweets?
Yeah, I think you just take some from me. I think this one, the first 3 that I have here, not really looking good.
Okay.
That's some good one coming from me before we go on this particular.
Okay, let's take this one from Moshe Bolaton Ikpaye. You're saying bringing in Alex Iwobi at that time was a mistake. You should have brought in a defender as well and block everywhere and pack the balls. That's basically what she's saying here.
Well, I felt Brian Ido was the weakest link. They tried with Victor Moses on the left flank. They couldn't succeed, and they came through the left, and they had so much joy. Mercado had time and space to giving that pass to Marcus Rowe, who also gave him the volley to get about the goal. And it was about not making the right changes at the right time. And that guy who sent the tweet, in my opinion, has a point, because I felt Eboué would have done better, like we saw him do against Iceland in the second game. So
you thought Eboué should have come in for Brian Ido? Still, more tweets are coming in. You can understand why. King, you're saying, we also asked the question on Twitter as well, too, if Gennaro should be allowed to stay in charge of the team for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. But King says, no. Do not let the guy manage the team. Again, he's done his absolute best, and it's time to move on. So on that note, we'll go for our final break. When we come back, we'll be reviewing the papers.